this is really where I want you to go, is magic. You see, because magic is what people don't expect. Magic is what I say, it's all that they come into your store and they get that and they go, wow, it's irresistible. It's interesting, it's fun. And it doesn't have to be big. Magic can come in small forms. In our town, there's an ice cream store. And when you buy a waffle cone, they put a candy corn kernel in the bottom. And it keeps the ice cream from dropping out of the bottom. Exactly. Norm's going, oh, it's brilliant. That's exactly right. How much does a candy kernel cost? Not very much. And you don't even think about it till you get to the bottom of that cone and you go, that's brilliant. So it doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to think about it. You have to think about it. It has to be part of the way that you think. It has to be part of the way your team thinks. It has to be part of the culture. Here's another example. We have a 102-year-old fine food store in Grand Haven, Michigan. And when you buy a bottle of wine, they scrape the price tag off. And I asked second generation, Paul, he's since been gone, he's been dead for quite a while now. But I said, Paul, why do you take the time to scrape the price tag off? And he said, my father, who started the business in the early 1900s, Italian immigrant, he said, when people got home, I don't want them thinking about how much the wine costs. I want them to enjoy the bottle of wine. Whether it's $7, $70, or $700. I don't want them thinking about the price. I want them enjoying the wine. Magic. Magic. There's magic in membership. So many people in this room probably have the 6-box program. Some of you have other loyalty programs. But when you have a loyalty program, when somebody's joined your program, they've raised their hand and saying, yes, you can market to me, haven't they? They've given you their contact information and said, yes, you can market to me. That is an amazing, amazing gift that they've given you. Now that they've said, yes, you can build a relationship with me, it becomes your obligation as a top drawer independent retailer to say, all right, you've given me permission. I'm going to take you up on that. I'm going to do some really, really cool stuff. I'm going to figure out how to make your membership in my loyalty program something unexpected, something delightful, something really, really great. There's magic in membership. But now remember, this is what we're talking about, right? You have to be proactive about it. You can't just say, oh, that's good. What we have to do is your culture needs to be constantly thinking about ways to. You need to call your team in. You need to have meetings. You need to make it part of the way you think. Hey, do you have an idea? Do you have an idea how we can make this special? Do you have an idea how magic can be occurring here? The final thing that I want to share is that promotions and special events are an amazing way for you to create magic. How many of you have a promotion or a special event, not a sale, not a clearance sale, not a sidewalk sale, but something that you do that is off the charts amazing? And when you do these things, people love it, don't they? They go, and if you make it better every year, they go, they can't wait to see what you're doing. I'm going to share some magic that someone in our Platinum Mastermind group created this year. Maureen has a high-end women's clothing store, and she decided to have a buyback. We're going to talk about the perfect purchase after this, but she decided that she was going to have a buyback because what she didn't want was women going into their closets and going, oh, that was an expensive dress that I never wear. Or, oh, that was a skirt, it looked good on me 10 pounds ago, no, not so much. She didn't want people in their closets having a bad experience with her clothes. So she had a buyback, and she picked prices. So what did it cost to buy some jeans back? $75. So she would give you $75 if you bought a pair of jeans that you bought at Skirt, she'd buy, and they had to spend the money that day, right? So, and you were really afraid that it was going to kill your margins, and you were really kind of nervous about how the whole thing would work, but the Platinum Mastermind group kind of pushed you. So she has this thing. totally untested. Brand new idea. Crushed it. How many people saw your YouTube video or your Facebook video? So she made a video that said, hey, I don't want you to have anything in your closet that you bought from me sitting in your closet if you're not wearing them anymore. Bring it in here. We will buy it back from you. We will give the clothing to Worthy Women's Charitable Organization, and you'll have money to spend at Skirt. And she was nervous, but it turned out to be amazing, didn't it? Amazing. She's just still going, amazing. That's the word, though, isn't it? Amazing. That's magic. When people see a promotion like that, they know that you're different. They know that you're on top of it. They know that they're thinking about you. What would my customer want? What would my customer want? How do you bring them closer to that emotional attachment with you so that you make yourself bulletproof? You know, you're in the pet business. How do you make it so that that experience so magical that people won't go and pick up their dog food when they're at the grocery store, or they won't go to a lower price competitor? You have to create magic all the time, every time. Magic. So remember we talked about the continuum? What would my customer want? What would my customer want? What would my customer want? Create that thing. Create that magic, and great things start to happen.